I forgot to add myself. Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and this is Coffee with Chaos. Love my coffee. Yeah, I enjoyed making that and the collectors thing. I've thought of some more after that, but you know, it doesn't matter. There's so many different types of collectors, and that's what makes this collecting comics great. There's just a lot of different types of collectors. Probably as many different types of collectors as there are comics. But yeah, I enjoyed making that one a lot, and it went a lot longer than I expected. I was thinking, okay, this should be a 20-minute video, and it went twice that long. But I didn't want to cut anything. Probably could have cut the phone calls. I have my phone volume turned all the way down now, so yeah, it won't interrupt me, and I'm going to try to remember to do that from now on. I found a copy, a third print of Classics Comics number 3, which is one of those ones that you want. And once I get it, I'm going to check it over and probably press it, maybe light clean, and we'll send it off to you. Because why not? I'm also going to send you a comic that I want you to do a drawing on. Just let me know what it's going to cost. That's not a problem. It's one of the white covers. I think it's either Catwoman or Batgirl or Supergirl. I forget which one. So, yeah, I saw it and I went, yeah, I got to get that. My first thought was I got to get this and compare it to the one I have. And then I thought, I'm not getting rid of the one I have. It's the one I worked on. I want to keep that one. Yeah, I think you showed a picture of that. Yeah. If it's the one I think it's a Supergirl blank cover, and if it is, of course, I'll want a Supergirl done in the style of Kurt Swan, because yeah, he was the one that originally drew it, I believe. Swan or Scheffenberg, I forget which. They both have similar styles. Very nice. I kind of wanted to go to Heroes Con and just kind of pop in and say hi, but I had other things that came up that prevented me from going. Well, that's part of the fun of being an artist, is making people smile. Of course, I could have you do something really strange, and whatever a comic it is, whether it's Batgirl or Supergirl or Catwoman or whatever it is, I could have you do it in the style of a relatively obscure artist by the name of Boston Wallace. Oh, nice. You've heard of him? Yeah, I figure that you would. You guys live real close together, like in the same room. I'm going to go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show what I picked up today at the comic book store. Mostly DC. Not all DC, just mostly. So first one, and there were a lot of different covers for this, but this is the one I liked best. This is Absolute Batman number 22, and let me go ahead and switch over to my other camera so you can actually see it. Yeah, there it is. And we seem to have a little glare. It happens. Absolute Batman 22. This was my favorite cover. And of course, it has the A cover on the inside. And I believe this is Harley Quinn. And then Catwoman, Absolute Catwoman. This is number 2. There's the A cover. The A cover is probably the best cover, or the second best cover, I guess. But I liked this one. And I liked this one. So I got both of those. And I like getting a variant cover because you get both covers. You get like 2 for the price of 1. And then Barbara Gordon Breakout, number 3. And that's the only variant cover he had. And there's the regular cover. Both of them are nice. This is an interesting story arc. And I couldn't pass this up. The Betty and Veronica swimsuit special. You know, just couldn't pass it up. And then I discovered it had variant covers. And how do I pass up a Betty cover done by Dan DeCarlo? Or a Veronica cover by Dan DeCarlo? Yeah, I couldn't pass those up. Yeah, nobody. I can't pass up Dan DeCarlo. And then Bleeding Hearts number 6. This is, if you like zombies, this is a good one to read. The Bleeding Heart series. There's the regular cover. Basically, zombies have taken over the world, and humans that are not undead are very rare, and they're hunted down because the zombies want to eat them. But this one zombie, he kind of takes pity on a couple of live ones and tries to hide them from the rest of them. It's an interesting story. I'm not a big zombie comic fan, but this one has my interest. I've read the first 5. This is number 6, and I'm enjoying it. Well, of course, I always like Vertigo anyway. And then Clayface, Celebrity Dirt, number 1. The A cover is better than this cover, but I had to get this one too because this one is awesome. Looks like an old movie poster. Yeah, well, that's a pretty good one. And if you look at it, he's actually got a flower growing out of his head. And then I decided I'd give this one more shot. I really wasn't that impressed with the 3rd issue, but I figured I'd give number 4 a shot. And if I don't really like the story in this one, I just won't buy it anymore. This one, he didn't have any. He didn't have enough variant covers to go around, So since I'm the most recent uh, person with a box, I didn't get one, and I'm fine with that. That's okay. So yeah, this is just the regular cover. Emperor Aquaman, it's kind of an interesting story. Fury of Firestorm #4. This takes Firestorm to a whole different direction. And yeah, it's kind of strange. I'm enjoying it. Put these off to the side. This one is, I picked up, I was going to buy it. He had $3 price tag on it. It's Lucifer #1. I don't have it. I have like 4 or 5 Lucifer comics out of all of them, and I'd like to get the whole run. Uh, he had it at $3, so I figured that's fair, that's reasonable, I'll buy it. And then he turned around and just gave it to me. So I got a pretty cool guy that runs the store I go to. Sales boy. Dylan, how you doing, buddy? I like this cover for the Supergirl 15. There is the other cover. And this cover is just awesome, so I had to get it too. And the swimsuit issue. Swimsuit cover. Yeah. That's my favorite of the 3. Yeah, Sandman was an amazing book, no doubt about it. Yeah. Uh, if they didn't have this one was definitely choice. But all 3 of them are nice. Well, actually, the first thing I did when I had him make a box for me was tell him I want every DC swimsuit variant. And if you can't do that, I'll find a store that can. So, yeah, I'm getting them all. Nice. Like I said, Sandman was a good comic. Unfortunately, I didn't keep mine. The prices got too good, and I decided to sell them. I'll get them again eventually. The ones that I didn't sell, and I have the full set of and full run of, is Preacher. I have every Preacher comic, and that's cool. Let's move straight into what I pressed. So what did I press this week? Well, let's see. Who did this one? Dave Manick. Plop #23. I'm almost done with Plop. There's only one more issue, and I think it's in here. Then I have to press something else. Joe Staton, E-Man #8. I really like Staton's art for E-Man. It's a little wacky, and that's what I love about it. Cerebus #79. I'm going to show the magazines at the end. Classics Illustrated #56. The Toilers of the Sea. This is a first print. And I have 2 of those. The Dream Marine #3. Yeah. I never got to meet Joe Kubert. That's a shame. I wish I had him. Three-dimensional alien worlds, #1. This does have the glasses in it. But that's okay because I got my glasses. I can read it. Flash Gordon 14, a Pat Boyette cover. This might be one of Boyette's best covers. Well, I'm going to try to make it to Heroes next year. Like I said, this might be one of Boyette's best, if not the best. Archie's Super Teens, #4. Very nice copy. Joe Ebert did the artwork, or Hebert, whichever way you want to pronounce it. I always pronounced it Ebert. Pete Alvarado did this cover for Chippendale #75. This is a nice copy also. And of course, Chippendale they're my favorite Disney characters. From 1969, this one doesn't have an artist credit, probably because it's a photo cover. Mission Impossible #5. Well, if I ever get any duplicate Chippendales, I know what to do with them. Tomb of Dracula 38. I think this might be a Sutton cover. I don't think it's Gil Kane. I think it might be Tom Sutton that did this cover. But I didn't write it down. Silly me. Yeah, it might be Gene Colan. I know Tom Sutton did one. Yeah, I think this one might be Gene Colan. It looks like his work. Richie Rich Success Stories #35. Kenneth, glad you could stop in. The last issue, Pop #24, Dave Manick. Okay, I was half right. Tom Palmer inked a lot of those. E-Man #9. Yeah, that's the last one. I've got all the plops now, but and now they're all pressed. And so I had to think of something else to start pressing after that. Here's Cerebus #80. I told you I had a second copy of it. And this one is it's a lower grade, but it's a cleaner copy. Doesn't have writing on it. So this one would probably end up being a better grade. I don't know. Should I share one? August Froelich did the artwork on that one. Both of them are first prints, by the way. The Dreamery, number 4. Who did that? Layla Downing. All right. I'll do that. I'll share a copy with 56 with somebody. Trilogy, number 1. Tim Conrad. I've had D&D sessions that looked like that. Yeah, there is. I like this one. This is a nice comic. Mort Walker. Beetle Bailey, number 111. This is from 1975. Archie's TV Laugh Out, number 17, starring Sabrina the Teenage Witch, with a cover by Dan DiCarlo, who, of course, created both, I believe he created Sabrina and Josie and the Pussycats. Yep. Here you go. Harvey Eisenberg. Chip and Dale, number 83, the very last issue. Only available in the 3-packs. There's Sabrina down here. Like I said, only available in a 3-pack. From 1962, this is 4-color number 1273, Hans Brinker. Of course, that goes, that's one of the reasons why I like 4-color is not only did they do original art and stories, but they also did movie adaptations. Yeah. Yeah, it is. This one I know is a Gene Colan cover. Tomb of Dracula 39. I'm going to have to start thinking about what, it only went 70 issues and I'm over halfway through. I'm going to have to start thinking about what I'm going to press after that for Marvel. Here's another Richie Rich Success Stories, number 37. Of course it's breathtaking art. It's Walt Kelly. Walt Kelly is just one of the greatest artists for comics that have ever lived. He did the very first anthropomorphic comic book. It was Animal Comics #1, and it featured Pogo. And of course, the alligator and all of the others. I guess I decided what I would press next for DC. There's Hawkman #1, beautiful Murphy Anderson cover. Turned out really, really nice. I mean, this might even be a 5. Yeah, I'm stretching it. 4.5 maybe. Yeah, I keep my comics. I keep my Archie comics unless they're doubles. I'll keep you in mind if I ever run across a second copy of it, though. E-Man #10, The Secret of Nova Kane. Gotta love some of his names he came up with. You know, I have a conserved Hawkman #1 that I put in my giveaway box for if I ever reach 1,000 subscribers. I'll show what's in that box a little later today. Here's another copy of Cerebus #80. I have 3 or 4 of these, I think. Classics Illustrated by Alex Bloom cover from 1949, Song of Hiawatha. This is also a first print. I don't have the first 4 Hawkmen. I have the first 5. I just love the name, Nova Kane. Here's another Layla Dowling art on the Dreamery. This cover is done by Bruce Jones and Richard Corbin, Twisted Tales #1, and they signed it Joko for Jones and Corbin. There's Beetle Bailey #115, a little yellowed, but and I'm sure if I put it under a UV light, I could get rid of the yellowing, but I don't like using UV light on comics. That's just me. Archie's TV Laugh Out #26. Dan DiCarlo cover. From 1981, Condor Man #1. It was a 3-issue miniseries. Combat number 34. Don't know who did that cover, but I really like it. Another Gene Colan cover, Tomb of Dracula number 40. It could be. I'll have to take a look at some of his other covers and compare them. Let's take a look at the magazines that I pressed. Marvel Preview number 19, Call the Destroyer. Number 20, Bizarre Adventures. This is the first Bizarre Adventures magazine, even though it was still Marvel Preview at the time. Number 21, Moon Knight. This one has a few creases in it. Let's see, what artist we got here? Bob Larkin did this cover. Howard Chaykin did that cover. And Bill Sienkiewicz did this cover. Yeah. Yeah, mine is kind of an exceptional copy. Speak of Earl Norman, Marvel Preview number 22. It does look a little bit like his artwork. Marvel Preview number 23, Clyde Coram. This is the Bizarre Adventures 2. He's definitely an underrated artist. Norm is. Marvel Preview number 24, Paul Goulis. He did the artwork on that. And I couldn't resist pressing this last one. I just had to. I absolutely had to press that one. When I got it, it was crying out to me, press me, press me. So I did. I love it. This one is actually in a Mylar. And these Mylars they're supposed to be self-sealing, but the flap doesn't reach the seal. And of course, this is the one that has the Wrightson first published art. Not his first professional work. That didn't come along until House of Mystery 179. Yeah, I think that was 1969. So, yeah. Fun stuff. We like it. Yeah, I've gone over to it. I might have thousands and thousands and thousands of comics that need to be rebagged, but they're all going to go in Mylar, and all the new ones I get are going straight into Mylar. It's easier that way. Order 1,000 at a time, and that'll last me a few months. 1,000 Mylars and 1,028 point backboards. Yeah. Oh, I recycle Mylars. There's no reason not to. No, my post office is only open 2 hours a day. So it's open from 8 to 10 and 8 to 11 on Saturdays. So I'll go tomorrow morning and make sure I get there. So I have to do some shopping and drop off my rent tomorrow anyway. So I'll do all that at once. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun day tomorrow. I get to do some shopping because I need groceries. I can't live off of pecan or pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. I have to have other stuff too. I'm sure I will. And yeah, the next time I send you something, I'll toss this in there with it. Yeah. I'm out of sausage. I'm out of hamburger meat. I'm out of chicken. You can't run out of chicken. Uh, I'm almost out of mayo. I have like just a little tiny bit of mayo left. But I'm tempted to make my own. It's not that hard. All you need is egg and some type of oil. Yeah, that would be good. That would be very cool. I picked up a few hardbacks. I'm going to go ahead and show them without going to the other screen. And these were part of my latest buy. I'm not going to do a what did I get on them. I'm just going to show them tonight. This is Harley Quinn Volume 3. Kiss, Bang, Stab. I don't know, first print maybe? Who knows? I haven't bothered to check. $2015. It doesn't say, but it appears to be first print. This I'll probably put up for sale. Captain America, the Iron Nail number. This is Captain America number 4, the Iron Nail. These books are made cheap. They remind me of little golden books, but bigger. Wow. Jackson Roy Kirk, glad you could stop in. Ghost Manor number 66. Nice. Then here's a Captain America Castaway in Dimension Z, Book 1. Like I said, I'll probably put those up for sale. This one I will probably keep because I have most of them in hardback already. And that's Bone Book 8. I had floppies of all of these. I have no idea what happened to them. Either they never made it here from California, or they were destroyed in the flood. And one of those was like a second print of Bone number 1. So that's disappointing. I don't know if I have Ghost Runner number 6 or 66 or not. Oh well. Let's take a look at what else I got. I had a big stack here. Not a lot of duplicates. I thumbed through it to see if I had a lot of duplicates, and there aren't many duplicates, so I figured it's safe. So I'll switch over to the other camera and we'll take a look. We got Angel number 2, Facing Demons of the Past. Buffy the Vampire Murderer Slayer number 26. Season 10. Number 25. A really low-grade copy of X-Men 134. Captain America 1 out of Captain America Out of Time number 1. Oh, another one. I've got like 6 or 7 of these. It has water stains also, so, and a lot of chipping on the bottom. So, yeah, I might press it. Might try to clean it up a little bit. This is actually a pretty good book. But like I said, I've got 2 or 3, probably 4 or 5 of them, maybe 6. Buffy and May. I don't think they did. Michael, I don't think they ever did. If anybody needs a copy of this, let me know. I have multiples. I don't know how many. This one and the GI Combat one, they did. I have lots of those too. Of course, this was the Walmart exclusive. Another Walmart exclusive, number 2, Justice League of America. What If number 7. This one also has, this one needs a clean really bad. It's a mid to low grade copy. I would put it at about a 3.5, so a low grade. Number 34. Number 27. What if Phoenix had not died? I know the ending of this without even reading the comic. What if Phoenix had not died? The X-Men would be screwed. Very nice. The only bad part about that, Lawson, is you also have all those reprint issues. They did a lot of reprints. Number 31. What if Wolverine had killed the Hulk? Of course, now we know that's not possible because they decided the Hulk was immortal. Number 39. What if Thor battled Conan? Oh, I like the what ifs. With this batch, maybe I'll start collecting them, but probably not. What if number 89? I do have one what if comic in my collection. Oh, this one's okay. 1996. This is volume 2. What if number 24? What if Spider-Man had rescued Gwen Stacy? Yeah, I think they are too. Dylan, I think the what ifs are cool. And the what does. I like the what does a lot too. Uh, yeah, Justice League of America, number 114. I think I have that in my collection. That one might have to go in my collection. I don't know. We'll see. Fantastic Four, number 5. Jim Lee. More of these. I've got so many of these that isn't funny. The only thing that's really cool about these is that they interlock. Now, this one doesn't, but some of them would interlock with the cover before and after it. Yeah, these aren't doing it. But they were all wraparound covers, so that was nice. Bug got to this one. There were 2 different sets of the official handbook for the Marvel Universe. I think it's the second set that all fit into one big poster. Because these aren't. Or do they? Oh, okay. There you go. Some of them do, some of them don't. I'll check him out later. Let's see. What if number 21, Invisible Girl of Fantastic Four, had married the Submariner? What if number 11, number 25, Thor, number 397, Grog, the God Crusher? What if Cyclops and Phoenix and Cyclops and Havoc? Let's see. Back to season 10, number 27 of Buffy. Number 10 of season 11. Number 11. There's a lot of Buffy in here. Number 3, season 11. Number 12. Number 9. Number 2. Number 5. Number 7. Season 11, number 1. I have most of the first couple of years of Buffy. Into the Badlands. AMC special. So this is one of those it's one of those ones I was talking about, movie comics and premiums and giveaways. That would fall into that category. Number 29, season 10. 28, season 10. Season 11, number 4. Season 11, number 6. Season 11, number 8. What if number 22, Doctor Doom, had become a hero? Yeah, a lot of Buffy and a lot of what if. What if Rick Jones had become the Hulk? And this one is kind of messed up too. Bug Chew. Bad Bug Chews. I might have to put that one off to the side. It's got a lot of dirt and stuff on it, which is bug crap. Number 20. Number 26. Number 29. What if the Avengers defeated everybody? Well, they probably could. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. What if Daredevil became an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Number 28. And what if Ghost Rider had separated from Johnny Blaze? All of these need to be cleaned and pressed. What if Doctor Strange were a disciple of Dormammu? It's number 18. What if the Avengers lost Operation Galactic Storm? Number 56. 112. Number 62. What if Wolverine battled Weapon X? That would be difficult. Yeah, pretty much. What if Avengers had fought Galactus? Run away, run away. Actually, if they use the modern day version of the event of these characters, Galactus wouldn't stand a chance because Scarlet Witch would just rearrange reality. That's that that's cool. Jackson Kirk, that is very cool. There's a Silver Surfer had not escaped Earth. What if X-Men died on their first mission? Well, considering the X-Men on their first mission were the Beast, Marvel Girl, Cyclops, Angel. Who am I forgetting? Oh yeah, and Iceman. Thor number 460. $457. Number 459 with a very slight spine roll, just a slight one, nothing big. Yeah, but on this one, I mean, they show Havoc here and Cyclops and Marvel Girl, and they've got a lot of characters here that aren't in there. They weren't part of the original X-Men. What if Avengers had become pawns of Korvac? What if Dazzler had become the Herald of Galactus? That would be cool. A disco Herald of Galactus. That would be cool. Yeah, it's not a big, just a little tiny one. What if Iron Man was trapped in the time of King Arthur? What if the Watcher saved the universe? He's probably powerful enough that he could. There's Thor 396. I'm going to pull this one out. You all see what it looks like. I'm going to clean it up a little bit and press it, and we'll take a look at it next week. So What if Elektra had lived to number 35? Well, it turns out that she did because they brought her back. This one has a bit of a dog ear, just a little dog ear. What if Rogue possessed the power of Thor? That would be cool. What if Magneto took over the USA? Part 2 of 2. What if Doom became the Sorcerer Supreme? Just here browsing. Good to see you. Here's Angel, number 1, and the first one I showed was Angel number 2, so that's cool. Harley Quinn, number 26. Let's get into a little bit of Amanda Connor, shall we? Number 27. 28. Harley Quinn's Road Trip Special, number 1. Harley Quinn 1. Harley Little Black Book, number 1. Harley Little Black Book, number 5. Number 6. Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad April Fool's Special, number 1. Nice Jim Lee cover there. Harley Quinn Rebirth, number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Oh, that would be bad. What if they'll watch her blink? Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Somewhere I have a Vampirilla sketch done by Amanda Connor. I'll have to try to find it someday. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Number 10. What a great cover. That is just a great cover. And number 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. I like that cover too. Of course, any cover with Power Girl on it is a good cover. Number 17. $18. 19. Hey, you gotta wait till page 15 to read my backup story, just like everybody else. That was number 19. Here's number 20. $21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. So far, I still think the best cover was number 10. 31. And 32. Okay, that's a nice cover there. 33. That would have been such a great candidate for a wraparound cover. Unfortunately, it isn't. 34. 35. Introducing Batwoman. Wait, hold on. That's not right. Yeah, it's a good cover. So is this one. 36. Nat Tella. 37. Another cover that I really like. They just let Amanda Connor go get loose, and you don't know what she's going to come up with. Holiday Special number 1. Harley and Ivy meet Betty and Veronica number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. I think there was a 6th one too. I think I have the 6th one somewhere. And what if Fantastic Four's second child had lived? That was a pretty healthy stack there. I flipped through them with my fingers for about 2 seconds and then decided to buy them. In addition to those, I also got a huge box full of graphic novels. I just don't care much about graphic novels, so I took them in the other room. I'll bring them out and show them on a what the bleep did I get? Let's see. I'm going to add another one to that series so that I'll have 3 different categories. Of course, I do what the bleep did I buy now, which is stuff that I bought off eBay or online or somewhere. What the bleep did I get now, which is big bulk hauls like that. But I'm also going to do one that's called What the Bleep Did I Find Now, which is stuff that I found in my collection that I didn't know I had, or that I've been looking for and didn't know where it was. Which brings me to the next. About 3 or 4 years ago, I decided I wanted to find my Wolverine 1 through 4 because I know I have them. And I found number 3 and 4, but I couldn't find number 1 or 2, which was a pain. And it was really annoying. Matter of fact, it was driving me crazy. Yes. So I couldn't find 1 or 2, but I had 3 and 4. Well, guess what I found? Number 1 and number 2. And I spent the last 4 days looking for number 3 and 4. And I did finally find them. So once I finish Tomb of Dracula, I'll be pressing these. And I don't collect Wolverine, but these are just, the story in these are so good. I'm not a Wolverine fan, but that is a really good story. Yeah, well, you know, I've had them for 30 some years. Then I think after I show those, I'll start going through my Savage She-Hulks and start pressing those. So I'm set for another 50 or 60 issues for Marvel Comics. But I'll clean this up tonight, press it tomorrow, or well, first it'll go in my humidity chamber for a few days, and then I'll press it and show you how it turns out next week. Because I don't like spine rolls, and this one has a minor spine roll. Just a minor spine roll, right? But I'll work on that. I'll stick it in my humidity chamber. Take care of it. Those are cool. Yeah, if I blank, I'll miss that spine roll completely. It's just not, it's not noticeable hardly at all. I mean, This, if it weren't for the spiral, this would be a 9.8, right? Well, that and the big spot on the back, the big stain on the back. Don't you love people that advertise like that? If it weren't for this big chunk taken out of a corner, it would be a 9.8. No, it wouldn't. Still be crap. Yeah, that's my thought. So it'll be a good one to test my skills for removing spine rolls, which I can do fairly easily. It's right there. It's all right here. Right there. But like I said, humidity, I'll do a little cleaning on it. I might humidify it first and then do cleaning on it. Haven't decided. I'll work it out. And I'll go ahead and show you the other DC Comics that I'm going to be pressing. Of course, you saw Hawkman 1, and I guess you know I'm going to press 2, 3, 4, and 5. But I figured I'd show you the rest of these. I have a number 11. So I have 1 through 5, 11. This looks like number 13. Number 17. Number 18. And this one has the stamp here for the UK. Number 21. 22. 23. 25. 26. And 27. So I'm going to press all of those and maybe try to fill a few holes. I'm missing 6 through 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 24, and I think 28. I think it went 28 issues, but I'm not going to swear to that. Yeah. Hey, I like Hawkman. I like the Atom. I have pretty decent Atom collection too. I'll show those someday, including his first appearance. I think I have the Hawkman first appearance too. Yeah. Well, not in this box anyway. But I have a really low-grade copy of the first appearance of the Atom that I need to work on at some point. The nice part about Hawkman comics is, with the exception of number 4, they're not real expensive. And you can get them in mid to high grade for not a lot of money. So it's definitely worth collecting. But the one thing I recommend, if somebody's interested in collecting something like Classics Illustrated, you need an overstreet price guide. Doesn't matter what year, you just need one. Because they quit publishing them before the price guide was ever released. So it doesn't matter what year you have one, but you need one. And that'll give you a lot of information on it. Of course, all that information is available on the comic book database anyway. So. But you can't look it up if your power's out. You can't look it up if your internet's down. But I can. It's all good stuff. Definitely worth checking out. I just looked at your Hawkman drawing that you sent me, Lawson, and it's pretty awesome. I put this book back here because it's probably one of the funniest books I've read in years, even though it is a political book. It's by John Kennedy, How to Test Negative for Stupid, and Why Washington Never Will. Yeah, he's a great character. And the Murphy Anderson artwork on the issues is just next level. He was so good. But I like the 60s, I like the Silver Age Hawkman series. I like the Silver Age Atom series. I like the Silver Age Aquaman series, which you don't hear many people talk about that. Of course, the 60s Teen Titans, I like those. I think I have the Brave and the Bolds that they appeared in first. So, yeah. All good stuff. We love them all. Yeah, I like it. So let's take a look at what I've got in the box. I like to do this once in a while. This is the box that will eventually, I'll replace the box, but this is stuff that's in the box that is eventually going to go to somebody once I hit 1,000 subscribers. And we're going to start off with this little poster here. It's a promo poster. But I thought, why not? We'll stick that in there. Figured that would be a good one to stick in there. And of course, 3D glasses. Here's another poster that I stuck in there. That's a good one. And of course, there's a couple of comic books in there, like this one that I conserved. And it's L.B. Cole Black Beauty cover. That one's in there. Yeah, this guy, nobody likes this artist, but here's an Alien Worlds, number 1. Or no, number 2, Dave Stevens. This, I think, is a second or third print of Liberty Meadows. #1, Joe Chiodo. There's a 300th issue of Mad Magazine. Batman, Son of the Demon. Well, when he did that cover, he was actually the art director for Classics Illustrated and for Gilbert Comics. So yeah, and of course, I tossed that in there too. The Flintstones Christmas Party, because this is a second copy. I'll put it in a Mylar. Wait, I don't have Mylars for those. But yeah, I've got some. I'm building a nice box for somebody. I think I've got like 4 copies of this now. I don't know. This one is, it's not a high grade copy. Got some color loss, but overall I like the way it turned out. And for free, who can argue? So that's what I have in that box so far, but there'll be more. Not yet. I'll probably do that once I get a few more items in the box. You got to. I haven't even hit 900 yet, so it's going to be a while still before I hit 1,000. You know, I've had this channel a long time, and I've made a lot of videos, but I'm not worried about it. When I get there, I get there, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'll probably throw a couple of Lois Lanes in there. I still have a few. I still have a few doubles of Lois Lane. If I can find them. They're under here somewhere. Yeah, not too many. I have a few left. These are still doubles, mostly low grade stuff. Oh, I forgot I had these. Maybe I'll throw a few of these in there too. I got a couple of Conans that are doubles. I think. Maybe not. Those might not be doubles. I don't know. I've got comics everywhere. Yeah, 4-color number 49. That's the one you want. I cleaned up a couple more pages of it the other day. And I'm working on a few Superman pages right now. Okay, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I will do that. I'll make a video of what I have for the box so far, for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway so far, and then I'll post that, and then whenever I add something to it, when I get 2 or 3 additional things to add to it, then I'll put that in there as well. So, we'll see you next week, same time, 8 p.m. Central. And of course, I'll have a video for Friday. I don't know if I have one for tomorrow or not. I haven't made one for tomorrow yet. So I probably don't have one for tomorrow. And if I do, it'll be late. So have a great day. Have a great week. Be careful if you go somewhere. Drive safely. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Take care, everybody. Bye.